Yeah, let's get started. We're going to wait on James Hinchcliffe, but we have second place finisher Scott Dixon of Chip Ganassi Racing, who for the fifth time this season and the 45th time of his career finished second. And not surprisingly, I have no idea how you did that. You were a lap down and fading fast, and here you are on the podium.
I think we might have almost been 2 laps down. I don't know. That was, I actually feel bad. It was.
I mean, you can give us the points and the prize money if you want.
You can have the prize money. We'll take the points. I don't know. Like, it was just one of those nights where we really just didn't have the pace. You know, we burned through the tires really quickly. We tried adjusting the balance. You know, I was really loose on the first one, and then second one we were, lots of understeer. So it was just like I think I haven't spoken to Felix yet, but it looked like he was struggling with similar stuff. And when I asked, under some of those cautions, nothing was really helping. So huge credit to the team there. You know, they hung me out pretty long on that before the last caution. And it enabled us to stay on the lead lap and get that lucky yellow there, go new tyres. We were the first on the new set of tyres and had a good restart, and we were able to pick off some cars. Obviously, Josef had kind of marched off, out front. But all in all, considering how our race was going, we were actually probably going to be happy with the top 14 or 15. So that was pretty stellar.
And an amazing stat. Listen to this, James. 316 career starts for Scott Dixon. He's finished first or second 90 times. That's 28%. 1 in 3.
I guess I'm lucky. I don't know. That was good. Yeah. Tonight was just one of those things, man. I can only thank the team for what they did. I tried to hold on at the end and make the most of it. We'll take it.
James Hinchcliffe of Aero Schmidt Peterson Motorsports is on the podium for the second straight year. Continues recent strong performances. This is another good one tonight. Wasn't the victory, but it sure was probably as good as anybody but Josef.
Yeah, I think kind of best of the rest after Josef's probably where we were. That first stint, the number 5 Aero car was a little off. We were just kind of learning, feeling out the track, seeing what the setup really was like, and big credit to the guys, because every time we came in the pits, we made it a little bit better. They were adjusting tire pressures, wing, whatever we needed. I was working with the tools in the car, and every stint we just seemed to take a step forward. So we were slowly picking guys up. We'd fallen back to I think 7th, and to get Simon on that last restart, be running second. It's a shame Seb was kind of involved there. He definitely stopped us from getting after Josef, and then obviously Scott with the brilliant call with tires came up and got around us. We're starting to come back. A couple more laps, it would have been a good little battle, but for the number 5 guys, it's been a tough year. Honestly, we've had a lot of rough luck on Sunday, so we're happy to be back on the podium, especially here in Iowa where we've had success before, and hopefully we can kind of carry this momentum into Mid-Ohio.
Can you talk about you thought it was going to be a warm race at 6 o'clock, and then it green flags a little before 11. That's a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, I had to pee a lot more than I was expecting to have to, but I didn't. Don't worry. But no, I mean, obviously with this track and these cars, everything, the tires are very temperature sensitive. So be it track temp, air temp, it changes quite a bit. And so with the very different conditions, we hadn't run in these kind of conditions all weekend. It was a bit of guesswork heading into that first stint. So I think we were a bit on the conservative side, which is fine. And like I said, just made it better every stint as we kind of figured out and felt out where the track was going, and ended with the best car we had right at the end, which is what you want.
Questions? Bruce?
Scott, we got the news earlier this week that you're going to be a father for the 3rd time. So is this going to, knowing how expensive it is to have kids these days, is this more motivation for you to win more races, race longer?
Absolutely. Definitely another 10 years at least now to pay for a kid.
Please don't. Please retire sooner than that.
No, I've always said that to Chip. Kids make you actually go faster. You got to get that prize money. You got to get those wins. You got to, and it did work the last couple of times. So Emma's here actually. Yeah. So I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. Should be around Christmas time. Christmas baby. Another one. Bit of a break there. It's like 8 years. So yeah, I don't know what we got ourselves into, but it should be exciting. Yes, we already discussed that. Told James that she will be doing the night feeds immediately from the start. So, yeah, we're built in, ready to go.
Can you talk about I was just going to ask you about the fans that stayed around this late. This was a late one for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting old. I was ready to go to bed at 10:30, so it was tough to kind of rally and wake up and go drive an IndyCar 300 laps around Iowa. But for all the fans that stayed out, weathered the storm, literally and metaphorically, huge thanks. I think it was well worth the wait, and hopefully everybody that did come and stayed for the race enjoyed the show, because it felt like pretty exciting from where we were sitting. I imagine it looked pretty good from the outside too.
Wolfgang on your driver's left.
Of course.
Yeah, one for each, two total. Scott, you said earlier you were struggling and you didn't expect maybe the second final position, if I understood it correctly. Did they already have an indication after yesterday's final practice that you were not aware that you have a perfect car for the race?
We didn't have a perfect car at any point this weekend. I thought we had actually made some pretty good gains at the end of the final practice, but it was really bizarre too. Like, we didn't really change too much, and then had a pretty good understeery car for the start, and then once the race started, it was extremely loose. Especially on throttle off of 2 and 4, so it was really bizarre. But we kind of chased it all night. It was one of those situations where we just really didn't have the grip. So even a turn of front wing or a pound of rear tire pressure was really shifting the balance of the car a ton, much more than I'd really experienced before. So the second to last set of tires I thought were extremely bad. The last set obviously felt good, but we had a lot better tire life than the rest from pitting later. So yeah, I don't know. We've really struggled here the past few years. Not exactly sure why. We tested here with Felix, and it looks like we didn't really accomplish much. So it's definitely a track that we need to totally revamp and try and understand where we're going wrong.
And the second question for James was this extremely delay for the start concerning the weather condition. How was it for you? Was it difficult for you to stay focused for the race? Or do you maybe expect that we have maybe a race tomorrow instead of today?
Yeah, I mean, I think we were ready for anything. We weren't quite sure what the weather was going to do and what the decision was going to be, but I know IndyCar and everybody at the track was very committed to try and get the race in today for the fans, and they did an excellent job getting it tried out very quickly. Sometimes, I mean, it was obviously a pretty long delay. I had to re-plan dinner and ended up grilling out for Connor because he doesn't have anywhere to go eat food, and Rossi, and it was a bit of a weird sort of time. We were watching Lion King, the original, which was great, by the way. I forgot how awesome that movie was, so I'm stoked to see the new one. You're kind of burning time, and then all of a sudden they give you a 20-minute warning to get dressed and go jump in an IndyCar. It's sometimes a bit tough, but we've done it before. It's what we have to do in this series sometimes. Glad we got it in tonight, though.
Take one more here from Bruce.
Scott, when you got lapped, did you think, man, this could be a long night, or did you think, the way the yellows fall, if I get the right set of tires, I can do what I did at the end?
No, I knew well before I got lapped it was going to be a long night. It was pretty immediate. I don't know. It was. I thought we were talking about Ferrucci, man. At the start, he was a man on a mission. It actually shocked me a little bit. I got a little bit scared when he came by. But I knew immediately we just really didn't have it. It was on throttle, even on fresh tires, we're really struggling. So, yeah, it was just one of those things where you hope that through the night you can keep up with the changes a little bit quicker. And I think we did a good job of chasing it. But honestly, we started in a really bad place.
All right, we will take one more right here on your left.
James, that third place finish was your first podium and best finish you've had since Iowa last year. How special is it to get that finish tonight? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of shocking actually that it's the first podium of the year, but it just kind of sums up our year. We've had really good race cars on Sundays. We've just had some bad luck. We've had a mistake or two of our own. We've kind of just been there or thereabouts, but fighting for the odd win, fighting for a couple podiums, and just had unlucky breaks. So to finally have a kind of a clean evening, and not have anything work against us, it's nice to be back up here. I think that we've had some, like I said, we've had some races that we probably should have been on the podium, but that's racing. We just got to keep doing what we're doing as a team, and hopefully a few more podiums and a win or two before the end of the season.
Guys, thanks. Try to come back earlier next time.